Good day everybody. Today we're going to start talking about dry fire, and essentially what we're going to cover is what is dry fire and what can you expect to get from dry fire. I'd like to remind everybody that we are handling guns. Please make sure that you are following the firearm safety precautions and that you top those off with having no live ammunition in your dry fire workspace. Dry fire is a system of practice that allows you to fast track your progress within the sport or discipline that interests you or that you're involved in. And how that works is what we find is at matches or in drills that we're typically working on in live fire, they require more than one fundamental, in other words, a group of them. When we bring those exercises back into dry fire, we can break an exercise down into individual skills or fundamentals. So for instance, things like your stance, grip, your reloads, maybe multiple hand start positions and unloaded starts, the list goes on and on. And when you break those down into individual skills, you already define what you want to get from them and you can improve on them however you need to. Maybe it's a technique based thing where you have to learn how to do it. Maybe it's at a point now where you've been running a specific technique for a few years. You've realized that it needs some adjustment or improvement to help you at matches. And lastly, maybe you want to get faster with it. You want to become more efficient. In that environment, you've broken it down, you can work on it, and you can get those gains that you require out of the drill. Once you've worked on them and you reapply them to a multiple shot drill, whether it's in dry fire or live fire, you should see some sort of gain that you didn't have before. Obviously, with the dry fire side, you are required to apply a level of creativity that specifically suits your requirements and what you need to work on. Having an open mind and assessing exactly what you need to change, work on, adjust, maybe even learn are important to your progress. Dry fire, we normally find, requires you to develop some sort of schedule that meets your current commitments outside of shooting or the sport that you're involved in. And when you create that schedule, you should create it in a way that's going to involve you. It's going to intrigue you and make you interested in the shooting. And obviously making a schedule that suits you will be easier for you to apply. It will be easier for you to meet. And once you do that, dry fire becomes easier. And when you start learning what you're doing and how you can improve them, dry fire becomes more interesting. And ultimately what that means is you become much more interested in your own shooting, where it's going, where it's been, and where you'd like it to be. This sort of covers what dry fire is and what you can expect to get from it. I trust that it helps you guys. If you have any dry fire related questions, please reach out. We'll include them in our videos and hopefully we'll get the content through to you guys in a manner that makes sense. Other than that, stay safe. We'll see you on the range soon. Cheers.